If you are crazy enough to start a sourdough starter just because we're in lockdown and now you have so much sourdough starter discard you don't know what to do with it all, then this recipe is for you. Part 2. Hey guys, it's Maddie from Let's Eat Plants, and this is Bob, my sourdough starter. He's also from Let's Eat Plants. And today's recipe was inspired by him. Well, actually not really by him, more like from his children, I guess. But nevertheless, this recipe was inspired by sourdough. Like I mentioned in my sourdough cracker video, I have so much starter discard, I honestly didn't know what to do with it all. So I was just saving it for a while and I started researching recipes on what to do with your excess sourdough starter. So I've come across quite a few recipes using sourdough starter discard, and actually the one I made last time, the sourdough crackers, turned out really well. So if you want to see that recipe, I will link it up here and also in the description box down below. And due to the success of the last sourdough discard recipe, in addition to having a lot of excess sourdough discard, I've decided to take on another sourdough discard recipe. I've officially made more sourdough discard recipes than I have made recipes using my actual sourdough starter. But anyway, today's recipe is for sourdough banana bread, which I didn't even know was a thing until I started researching what to do with the sourdough discard. And I thought, hey, that sounds interesting. I've got bananas, might as well give this one a try. So that's what we're making today. I'm excited, intrigued, and unsure how the final product is gonna taste. Sourdough plus banana bread? Okay, sure, why not? And with that, let's make it. Oh, and also I'm making muffins because I don't have a loaf pan. Okay, let's go. The recipe says we need 2 medium bananas weighing between 220 and 240 grams when they're unpeeled. For me, that was about 1.5 pretty large bananas. Weigh them after the peel is off. To that, we're going to add 150 grams of sugar. I'm using light brown sugar, and 90 grams of oil. 1 teaspoon cinnamon, and 1/4 teaspoon salt. 120 grams of flour, and a teaspoon of baking soda. 150 grams of sourdough starter discard straight from the fridge. The recipe doesn't call for walnuts, but banana bread without walnuts? So I'm adding 1/2 cup walnuts to mine. Try not to overmix your batter. I know recipes always say that, and I never know if I'm overmixing or not, but regardless, that's what the recipe says. Don't overmix your batter. Bake at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. These smell so good. Like, I know we can't judge a recipe based on just how it smells coming out of the oven, but if we could, these would be a winner. That's how good they smell. So I did let them bake for the full 30 minutes, and then I've just been letting them cool for about 10 minutes. And oh, by the way, these silicone baking cups are really, really useful, so keep an eye out for them. I highly suggest them. They're reusable, washable, and you don't even need to own a muffin pan to use them. Ooh. That's really good. The addition of walnuts is really good. Interestingly, I don't taste any sourdough. The recipe does say you can leave the batter overnight in the fridge to give it a more sour tang, but I thought that even just using a little bit would give it some kind of sourdough flavor, so I'm kind of surprised about that. Anyway, overall, I do think it's a great recipe, and it uses up sourdough discard, which a lot of people I think just throw away. So stop throwing away your sourdough discard and start making some muffins. The original recipe was from topwithcinnamon.com. I will leave their original recipe link down below. Also, if you're looking for more vegan recipes using sourdough discard, you can click the playlist right here. And if you have any other vegan recipes using sourdough discard, please leave it in a comment down below. I would love to know about them. I'm on a sourdough discard roll right now. And with that, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.